Thanks for staying with us. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has assured the nation that her administration is actively exploring how best to compensate the victims of the 2022 Paria diving tragedy. However, she acknowledged that the process is legally complex and must be handled with care.
Speaking at a post-cabinet media briefing yesterday, the Prime Minister said the government is committed to ensuring the families of the 4 divers who died and lone survivor Christopher Budram receive compensation, but stressed that legal issues must be resolved first.
Yes, the compensation, that one is a little more complicated because there are 2 stages in that process, and I've already shared with my team, we want to be careful how we proceed with it, because there may be an appearance of a conflict of interest, given that the lawyers involved for the divers, the one who's alive, and the survivor one, and then the others where the person was actually died.
The Prime Minister also revealed that former Energy Minister Stuart Young had pledged a $1 million payment to the victims' families before the last general election, but that payment was never made. Her government is now trying to determine if that pledge was meant to be a final settlement or the first step in ongoing compensation.
So with respect to the surviving diver, I know the former Minister, Prime Minister, Energy, Prime Minister Stuart Young promised us $1 million and so on. We are looking at it to see how best we can do it.
One possible solution, she suggested, is to bring the matter before a judge to help mediate and settle the compensation dispute. This, she said, could prevent drawn-out legal wrangling where one side says $5 million, the other side says $1 million.
Having the parties come together before a court, a judicial officer, rather than the 2 lawyers sitting there and say, he says he wants $5 million, and this side saying $1 million.
The Prime Minister underlined that the matter is now in hands of the state's legal advisors and noted that additional complications could arise depending on who is determined to be legally responsible for the payment. Despite the challenges, Persad-Bissessar gave a firm commitment, quote, "We will help those families as much as we can," end quote. Kimberly Mitchell, Tobago Updates, Television News.